Alright, hey guys, we're here with John, and he's going to give us a Monarch deck profile. So go ahead and get started for us.
Okay. So, double Veiler, because effect negation is always clutch. And then here is 3 Eidos, because Eidos is... some people run 2, but like you always want 1 in your deck, and sometimes you draw a double Eidos and it's really terrible. Eidos can grant you an additional tribute summon, so that's why it's really good. Oh my god. Here's 3 idea. Right. You really want to see idea. It doesn't matter really too much if you draw 3. To help get it more, sometimes you run a 1-for-1 and a reinforcement just so you can see it more.
Okay.
And just, when he's special.
Yeah, just to confirm this.
What up?
Level 1, and she is a warrior type, so.
Good shit. 3 Aether.
Okay.
Aether's clutch because you can tribute on your opponent's main phase. Also, she can special out another Monarch or a Majesty's Fiend.
Okay.
I want to do that.
3 arrows. It's really good because it can shuffle a card on field, hand, or grave, and it doesn't target.
What the hell?
So you can get over stuff like the Cosmo ships. Kuraz, because Kuraz can pop stuff, and I run a field spell that you can pop besides domain. You draw 1, so it helps. The pop gives you a draw 1, and it can be comboed with Aether, because Aether can special summon this card. Majesty's Fiend, because it just stops all monster effects. So it can stop like mermails, period. They just have to attack over, otherwise they can't get over it. Mega Kais, because I just wanted another high Monarch.
Okay.
And he can banish. If he banishes a dark, banish all copies from the deck in hand.
Okay.
3 chicken game. My tech card. Because lets you draw 1, and you can also search out domain really easy, or have it in your hand originally and just play it over, and then your opponent won't be safe from the chicken game. What the fuck, yeah. Good shit. Pantheism, because it is basically a destiny draw.
Okay.
Play 1, discard 1, draw 2. And then you can also use the grave effect. Once per turn for the grave effect though.
Okay.
So 3 domain, because domain is wonderful because it locks your opponent out of your extra deck, their extra deck, because you don't have an extra deck, so you can use it. If they control a tribute summon monster though, they can go back into their extra deck. So it's really annoying sometimes. Some people run 2 because for a while Monarchs was really, really big and you didn't see it that much. So I like running 3 though, because if usually I have 1 on field and 1 in grave, and if they pop the last one, then I can't recycle usually. 3 Tenacities, really good because you can search out your Monarch spell traps if you just reveal a Monarch or Majesties. So it's just hard search. 3 Stormforks, probably the best card in the deck, because it doesn't target at all, and you can like use Aether and tribute on your set this card, activate it, and then special Aether, no tribute summon Aether, and it'll just get over a bunch of stuff. Here's a return. Some people don't run it. I really like it just because sometimes I don't see my Monarchs, so I have to search them out. And this card is searchable, so it's awesome. March, because Majesty's Fiend with this locks down a lot of decks. Also, if the field spell is on, it can lock out basically everything. Foolish Burial. So original Monarchs didn't run this, I like running it now because you can send Erebus to grave, and Erebus can send one Monarch spell or trap from your hand to the grave, and you add a Monarch from grave to your hand, so you can add Erebus back.
So just additional recycling, basically.
Yeah, and it guarantees a monster.
Okay.
If you have another Monarch spell or trap, it guarantees an Erebus, at least. An Erebus. Reinforcement, because it searches idea. 1/1, because it searches out idea. Also, you could if you haven't used your normal summon yet, you do the 1/1, discard whatever monster you have, and then search out the idea, and then Idea's effect to search out Eidos, and you still have one normal summon and one tribute summon left.
Okay.
And 3 prime, because one, it's a target for any of the big monarchs effect to send from deck to grave. Also recycles. Also, you can use as tribute fodder, and it also blocks attacks from your opponent. It has big booty, 2,400 booty.
All right. So basically, obviously, you don't run the extra deck because you're trying to focus on the main extra deck locking out of domain. The OCG has put domain down to 1, and then they also put pantheism down to 1 too. How
do I feel about that?
Yeah, how do you feel, and what would you do if that ended up happening in the TCG ban list?
Honestly, I think they were really good hits. The only way to make it more consistent is like probably get upstarts. So it's basically 4 cards. So maybe 1 terraforming, maybe a terraforming, but I would just put upstarts in this deck, just because the sooner you could draw a tenacity, you probably might plays off of that too. Alright, that's about it.
And this is more of a pure Monarch deck. And would you ever consider adding in any of the other Mega Monarchs, or even the other regular Monarchs?
So I like Thestalos, Mega Thestalos, but I couldn't.
And that's the fire one, right?
Yeah, you can rip a card, but like it's not useful enough. The rip is nice, but I don't want to. It's only like a one-time play, unless you want to recycle with Erebus. But Erebus and Grave, you can recycle better stuff.
Okay.
And I did put Dark Arm Dragon because I can manipulate my graveyard really well, but I think it was more of a tech card at best, so I took it out because I'm gonna take this Attorney. So I want consistency more.
Right.
So yeah. So a bunch of my tech cards, my old stuff, I took them out.
Would there be any changes or adjustments you do before you do head off to tourney with this deck?
I might mess with my side deck more. If I did side stuff out, I might take out a Prime. I might take out a Domain. And depending on really what they play, I might take out an Aether. Because I do want to see Aether, but Aether's play is not as powerful sometimes. Oh, let's talk about the side deck too.
All right, yeah. So what are your options for the side deck? Because like I know you don't have it fully formed yet, but you have a broad idea on what you want to do.
So, Chain Disappearance is for the Monarch matchup.
Okay.
Because Monarch matchups can be really, really, really long. It's very skillful, but it's also really long. Resolve this. You can banish the idea or their Eidos, and they're all gone.
So pretty much it stops plays, basically.
Yeah, they don't have power plays. They have to manually get domains and get out. It's find a way to tribute.
All right.
I run triple Battle Feeder.
because of Prague, right? What happened in Prague?
Also, like, I don't want to be OTK'd, but like honestly, I just put in the third one just because I had 14 cards, so I was like, okay, just put it in this third one. I don't think I'll ever cite it.
So I noticed some people run in Battle Fader only because their decks run pretty slow, and if they get outpaced, then they probably get outmatched. Would that also be an option? Like, is there ever a case where these Monarchs get outpaced or outmatched in that case?
I think if I can't get Domain out, Pendulums can really lock me down, and I can't lock them out of their extra deck without domain.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be really, really hard.
All right, let's go ahead and get back to this side deck.
Here's another March.
Second March, okay.
It's against a Cosmo matchup
Okay.
because March can stop their Dark Destroyer from targeting my stuff. And then their Dark Destroyer can still hit, but then I could Recycle Erebus out of its hand, just wreck them.
Okay.
Domain is up. Whereas,
You just love that popping, don't you?
I love it, but like, this is like an optional card. It's mainly because I run 3 Imperial Iron Wall. It's also against Monarchs, but also wreck Ritual Beast.
Now, wouldn't Imperial Iron Wall hurt you at the same time or no?
Depends.
Depends.
If I time it right, it shouldn't. But like, I think this is more like a mid-game card for me. It's
Okay.
really good in mid-game because I probably already done all my hard search already. All that's left is like, no, there's not much left. Basically all I resolve with this is cannibalism.
Okay.
And also maybe summon a prime trap card.
All right. So what's next after that?
Here's the last thing. Twin Twisters.
So how come you don't main deck the Twin Twisters?
Because honestly, I'm not scared of pendulums. I mean, I don't want them to have their scales, but at the same time, none of their traps are really, really scary. A lot of the meta isn't trap heavy, so there's not too much stuff to hit. The only thing that you could really hit is probably Solums. Those are probably the scariest thing in the meta right now. There's other things, obviously, like Vanities doesn't fuck me.
Yeah, probably because you normal summon more than you special.
It's annoying because it's out, because I can't do my idea and special out the Eidos, but there's other ways I could still tribute summon.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so far, pure Monarch deck. He's still working on the side deck, so he'll get that all figured out. I'm going to go ahead and get another deck profile from him after he takes this deck to Tourney to see what the results were and see if there was any other changes. But, John, you have any shout-outs to anyone out there so far?
Shoutouts to Alex. Not this Alex, but Alex Victor. Because
Yeah,
he...
we have like 5 Alexes in our group.
Yeah, he gave me Effect Veiler. I don't have the Effect Veiler in here. Actually, I gave it back to him real quick. I'll have it by then, though. And, shoutouts to you. Shoutouts to the other Alex that actually plays. He has a Monarch too.
He's right here. We'll be getting a deck profile from him as well. So
Shoutouts to Tom because you got and Chris and I don't think Sang.
So pretty much the entire
like they helped test this deck out with me. That was good.
So far, shout outs to the entire team UC Duel. I think that's what we're going with, or CU Duel. I don't know what I don't know what the confirmed name is yet, but we're getting that all figured out.
Yeah.
All right, well, good deck profile, and then yeah.